today is the 22nd. We are just practicing with the volume. I'm going to start, even though these kids have already seen it, by showing you the homework from Monday night. These were the answers in case anybody needs to check them. Having to be kind of careful with what you shaded should be your first two numbers. Okay. So today we're just practicing. And this class, we just did the first one, but I'll talk about it. Okay, when there are two numbers, only two numbers in a box, that's telling you one is your base. It has already been given to you. So, when it is in the middle of a box is another way to tell. I shaded in. Now, guys, if you've got a highlighter, you can use that. I've just been kind of shading around the numbers so I can still see it. But that has to be my base. We should all have the same base on this one. Times the height. And this is where we're using the formula. V equals big B little h. I kind of introduced it yesterday and we didn't use it till today. Final answer being volume equals 336 inches cubed to the third power. Okay, so on number 2, I kind of look at it. It's got only two numbers again. Just the two numbers. So they must want me to use the big B little h formula. I notice that that 72 is on the inside of that box. So I'm going to shade it in because that must be my base. And you have to shade them in, guys.
Do we have to shade it in all the way?
No. I mean, make sure I can just tell. That's all. My height would be 9. And 648 inches cubed. The reason it's cubed, there is a 2 right here for area. So you've already got 2 inch measurements. And then that is the third one out here for the height. Okay, when we get to number 3, it's kind of like you're back to yesterday. We got to claim, because there are 3 numbers now, we've got to use this length times width times height formula. Which one to you guys seems like the base? 6 and, like down here?
Yeah, 6 and 6.
Okay. So 6 and 6 if you're seeing this. If you did 6 and 5, I'm thinking you mean that one. That's fine. Just make sure whatever you use as your base, you list first. So since I shaded this box in, I'm going to start with a 6 times 6, my last measurement being times 5. Yes, meters cubed.
Wait, are the people on Disney, are they doing this too?
Yes. Yes, they had the same stuff y'all did. We worried about it, I promise. Number 4. I noticed there are 3 numbers. So they want this formula. Okay. Now, so if you see 7 and 5. Whew, this one was hard for me to see. Someone just said 7 and 5. So did you shade this front box? Cool. Okay. I just saw 9 and 7. So it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. As long as whatever you pick.
It's not a rectangle.
Huh?
Does it have to be a rectangle?
Uh-huh. That's a rectangle.
No. Do we have another worksheet after this?
This is your classwork, and then homework. Most people have finished in class. I'll kind of keep. Uh-huh. 3. I got 180 meters cubed. Okay. Let's see. 5, I noticed there are 2 numbers. So I'm going to do this one. Okay, volume equals big B little h. 48 times 8. 33. Oh, this one, by the way, number 5. That little 2 should not be there because it's just a height measurement. It's that little 2. Kind of weird, but we just messed it. Okay. And this one on the base here should be a 2 now that I look at it. Okay. Big B, little h. This whole shading the base thing, or using the big B formula, little h, will kind of make more sense next year, because if that base, if that base was like a triangle, you'd be having to do the formula base times height divided by 2. If it was a trapezoid, you'd have to be doing B1 plus B2 divided by 2, like times h divided by 2. Okay, so next year when you shade a base, they're going to be different shapes. It's kind of weird. Question? You good? Okay, going to go to the next view. So I notice it only has 2 numbers. Notice this one has 2 numbers. 42. Now, number 9, I'm back to 3 numbers.
Wouldn't you want to say that?
What I want to do is give you like just a few minutes, like kind of check those. Finish the last 6, and then in a minute I'm going to put it up. So just finish the last 6. Finish the last 6. Okay, so as we go through these, the last few, the last few, it's going to kind of matter what you shaded, but for me personally, this one you can only shade this. Only shade that. So big B little h is the only formula you can use. Check my math on that one. 567. So that is the only formula and the only order number 10 can be done in. Okay, number 11. Very precise also. One order, one formula. Okay. On this one, the numbers are kind of small. This is supposed to be a 7, a 9, and a 1. I personally have just been doing this front, but it doesn't matter which one you do.
Can you do a 7 and 9?
You can do 7 and 9. That would be the bottom of it, right. Whatever you shade, just make sure it's first in your formula. Okay. And then the last few, I don't know, I've just been doing the fronts. So B equals length times width times height. $27. I do wish this worksheet, it wasn't like always the bottom for the base, because some of them are, the numbers are going to be kind of different on some pictures. That's, I don't know, we're going to have to talk about that tomorrow a little bit. Okay, 160 feet cubed. Are these the numbers y'all got? Good. Okay, because I'm trying to do it without a calculator, and I probably will make a mistake. Okay. Which one's nice? 27. B stands for volume. Big B is for base, area of the base. Did you get 189 on the last one?
Yes.
Okay. Keep checking. Now, here's the plan. Basically, and I need you to listen, or you're going to do double the work you got to do.
Oh, come on.
You are only doing, and every class is only doing the front. Well, you're doing the front of this. 7th period, what it is you had this, and then this is your homework. Okay? You guys, meaning anyone else, like you're finishing this for homework. It is the side with the plus sign. Only this side for 1st through 5th. Okay? Don't mark out the back 1st through 5th. Okay? 7th, that is, you've only got the two sides. So,
Is it 15 questions?
it's okay. Same thing. Yes, 15.
When is it didn't have the little...
Oh, it's got like little height signs for how tall and long stuff is, but it's not a big deal. Yes, ma'am.
You get paid at your nominal job?
No, she doesn't.
Not enough.
9.5 a whole day?
She said not enough.
Oh, I thought you said 9.5. This is kind of sad.
Still got calculators?
I was
All right.
Oh, my bad.
You are doing, okay, you're doing the volumes. Some are just the big B, little h. Some are all three. Then, when you get done with the numbers, look up here so you don't have to ask me later. It says it right here. There are no units. So they want you to write units, just the word units, to the third. If you want to write them here, you can. But you can leave them here. Okay? And end it, there's no inches or feet or yards. So you write whatever your answer is, units cubed. Showing me all the work and the formulas and all that good stuff. This sheet is your official homework.
Okay.
Just this sheet. You should be doing it now. Trying to get it finished so you don't have homework.
Yes, Mom.